The Vortex Strike Eagle 5 to 25 by 50 rifle scope coming up on Precision Rifle Network. Alright, thank you for tuning in, folks. First of all, I want to thank DJ Brierly for loaning us this scope to use for the review. He was very kind to do so, so we certainly appreciate that. Secondly, I want to preface this review by asking our viewers not to judge the optical quality of the scope by the quality of some of the photos and videos that you will see during the review. Getting quality images through a scope using camera equipment presents a certain set of challenges and is not necessarily representative of the actual image as seen by the user when they are directly behind the scope. With all that said, let's get into the review. First off, let's go over some of the key features of this optic. Features include first focal plane, magnification from 5 to 25, 50mm objective, and a 34mm main tube. Vortex offers this scope in a EBR-7C reticle, either in mils or MOA. And the reticle is also glass etched. Lenses are fully coated, extra low dispersion glass for increased resolution and color fidelity. And the outer lenses feature ArmorTech, which is a durable coating that provides scratch resistance. Construction of the scope is shockproof, waterproof, and fogproof. Adjustments for elevation and windage are 1/4 MOA or 1/10 mil. The scope also features Vortex's Rev Stop Zero Stop system, and parallax is adjustable from 15 yards to infinity. Included with the scope is a sunshade, a lens cloth, a CR2032 battery, turret tool, 2mm hex wrench, throw lever, and lens covers. The MK machining level seen in some of our shots is not included. The MSRP of this optic comes in at $799.99. Okay, overall thoughts and impressions of this new optic from Vortex. First off, the negatives. The turrets are just a tad bit mushy, not as tactile as I would prefer, but they are good. The adjustments on the elevation and windage turrets are noticeable and audible, but they got just a little bit of mush in them and not as good as compared to like a Viper PST Gen 2, but they are leaps and bounds ahead of the Diamondback Tactical. On the positives, I certainly applaud Vortex for including the aluminum throw lever. It's a quality lever that allows the user to place it on the eyepiece where they want it. A throw lever is typically one of the first things a user will purchase for a scope that does not come with one, and finding one to fit a particular scope can sometimes be a bit of a challenge. The eye relief is good. It's actually very good until we start approaching the top end of the magnification range. The change in eye relief starts to become noticeable around the 18 to 20 power range, and we begin to see some shadowing around the outsides. This really isn't much of an issue since most users of this scope will typically be in the 10 to 16 power range for competitive shooting, but this is something to note. The parallax on this optic is fantastic. I was able to clearly view targets at 15 yards all the way through the magnification range. On the tracking, we were not able to run a true tracking test on this scope, but based on our dope values, the scope tracked wonderfully throughout testing. The glass. Is the glass as good as a Razor Gen 2? Absolutely not. Is the glass as good as a Viper PST Gen 2? No, but it is very close. Is the glass better than the Diamondback Tactical? Yes, it is. Obviously, with all Vortex optics, you get their lifetime guarantee, no questions asked. This comes with any Vortex product out there. My favorite feature of this optic is Vortex's new Rev Stop Zero Stop system. The Zero Stop system is extremely fast to set and no longer requires the need to mess with turret cap screws, which have been known to come loose and yes, even strip out. Okay, the value and intended market for this optic. First off, this is a great option for someone who's just getting into the long range game and maybe on a limited budget. Scope provides all the features necessary for competition at a very budget-friendly price. Personally, I think this is probably one of the best options for NRL 22 and other rimfire competitions, especially with the 15-yard parallax setting that comes with the scope. Folks, this wraps up our initial review. We will be putting the scope through its paces over the coming months, and we'll be doing a long-term review in an upcoming episode. Thank you once again for tuning in. Please be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons for more great videos brought to you by Precision Rifle Network. Stay safe and have fun.